Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Najee from RapRadar.com. And today I got a very special guest, man. Seated to my left. Hey, this one of the ones heating up those streets
Big
for
Frozen.
sure. My man, Big Frozen. I got Big Scarr in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up with you?
How are you, man?
I'm good.
Dog, I'm excited for you. I love seeing the point at an artist where it feels like it's really buzzing. It feels like this is your moment right now starting to happen. Does it feel like you thought it would?
No, I never thought it would.
Yeah.
I never think none of this shit had.
Yeah.
It's a blessing, though.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I see, you moving around, interacting with. I was watching your live the other day. They had you at NLE. You was looking in his refrigerator with all this stuff. How is it kind of just getting acclimated? Like I said, you in the game and kind of messing with different people. How is that for you? Just, that process of being in it?
Like, just me personally, that ain't me. Like, just me. Like, what other rappers, is what you saying?
Like just the industry part of it. Like,
this shit be ugly. Like, me, I fuck with niggas on personal too. Like, NLE, they my niggas. Not just on rap shit. I knew him before the rap shit. So that's why we like that. But like, just any rap nigga, I don't be on that shit, and niggas be on weird shit.
Nah, for sure. Well, we definitely gonna get into the, Big Grim Reaper, man. You got the streets going crazy with this one. Talk about your mind frame, cause this was like the first one that's really kind of presented, put it out. Talk about the mind frame of sort of creating that project. Like, what was your mind at?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, how I do my rapping, I can't just go in the booth and just come up with some shit. I gotta actually go see some shit, or like some shit that happened. I gotta then go talk about this
like
shit.
Like some real life.
Yeah. So like, it's just like me putting me into rapping, like the way you hear me.
Did you feel like, I guess, within that process, like, you having to sort of live before you're able to really do that? I mean, what do you do to kind of get that off? Is it just like your regular life, you moving around?
I just move like the regular life, like problems, like the regular shit that be happening around.
Yeah.
It be some shit like my family or some shit put me in the mood, or feeling down or some shit. I'm finna go to the booth. You hear me? I got some shit to talk about now.
Yeah. All right, so yo, man, talk to me about this Frozo record, man. I feel like this the one that had that's the first record I heard from you. You know what I'm saying? The energy on that motherfucker was like, what you think made that one a little different than every other record? Like, that one just hit like.
Cause like the play out of it had like, you just with the chains and all this shit, shit got everybody attention.
What was it? When was the first moment because you used the chains in the beginning, like it felt like everything, the chains clicking on the records. What was the moment you first did that? Like, where you was like, nah,
with the chain shit?
Yeah.
Frozen. That was my first.
That was the first time you just really, you kept it
I was in the booth and I was recording, and like I was actually saying, hold on, for real. But I went back and I listened to the playback. I'm like, nah, keep this shit.
Right.
Let's see what we can do with this shit. That's what I try to do when I go in the booth. I try to play around and come up with some shit.
Nah, for sure. That's one of my favorite records on there, for sure. Another one, the Don't Stop joint.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Talk to me about that record, like,
don't
your
stop.
process.
So come in, but please don't stop.
Yeah.
Shit, going up regardless. Like, shit, this shit don't stop. Don't never stop. Whatever we doing, we gonna keep going up.
Yeah.
No cap.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I feel like Memphis right now, y'all got a wave that's just like, it's really impacting the industry, right? Like, all of y'all coming out. Talk about that. Like, I guess just, kind of the rap scene first of all.
The rap scene for sure. Like, we, like on the other interview I had yesterday, I told them the same thing. Like, on the music tip, it always been like some CMG or some paper rap shit. That's always been the face of Memphis. Like, so, for like me and Cuz, I used to get signed off some 1017. We just come get some young niggas from Memphis. That shit put like a light on Memphis.
Yeah.
To me, if you ask me, that's my opinion.
For sure. How was it like in the city? Because like you said, I mean, between like Gotti and Dog, like, I think people always expect like, when you guys when you signed to Gucci, I mean, did the city feel like, oh shit, like, was people surprised? What was the vibe?
Gucci done came to Memphis and got these, and like, the fuck is Gucci, man? It's either Dolph or them over there, hear him up.
Yeah.
Type shit.
What was it like when you first, met him? Because I had Shiesty on the show, and he told me that, the first time, I guess, WAP called them, and he kind of went through that. What was your first experience like,
My first time, me and WAP, we was in Miami when we did the No Love video. Straight out the plane, straight to the booth. It was I synced Sky.
Yeah.
He just love out the rip.
Oh, for real?
Like he been to a nigga type shit.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. I mean, at that point, I don't know, was it business or just some love type shit?
It's just love.
Yeah.
It's just love.
At what point did you really, did you feel like, all right, this shit's starting to get real, like the 1017 shit?
I ain't gonna lie, it'd be a lot of points. But me, on me, I don't like being overwhelmed by shit, cause I don't like, cause you like doing too much, overdoing some type shit.
Yeah.
I just like being calm, being cool, let shit come.
Right. I think it's interesting, just like, being a veteran, like you said, just from the South, in the South, meaning so much. What have you learned from him? Like, what have you been able to kind of pick up, either from things you've seen or things he told you?
Asked me the same shit yesterday. Be yourself. One thing about do, you gonna be your motherfucker, you gonna be yourself, cuz. Like, do your thing. Can't nobody stop you from what you doing. Like, do this shit. Fuck what they talking about. Keep going.
No, that's a fact. When we kind of going, like with the Grim Reaper, I'm listening to a lot of, the stories that you telling, you know what I mean? And it's a lot of shit on there. It's a lot of trial, a lot of things you've been through. What's your way of kind of like dealing with all that? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you've been through a lot more than average people, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't the type person like talk about my problems, so the booth one on and like talking to my folks or just getting high.
Yeah. Does it? I mean, cause I feel like I said, is when I'm listening to it, a lot of songs, you talking about losing homies and a lot of homies. Like it ain't just, you know what I'm saying? But when you say talking to the homies, like is that like the booth is your therapy kinda, or is it more like?
I ain't gonna lie, like my thing, like my homeboys. When I go back to the city, I be riding around. I be seeing like, cause we done been all around this motherfucker. I look over here, remember from over here. I just be riding around reminiscing on shit. That's how I deal with this shit. Like this shit, that's how I deal with my problem.
Nah, for sure. I mean, being, Memphis, we know, especially like you hot, you from the city. A lot of times we see different shit. Like when people make it out the city, niggas be hating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Is that a reality that you have to worry about from, you from the city, but actually still being there now? Like how much, how much you got to move different just in the city?
You got to move different when you got shit going anyway. Like you can't have motherfuckers around to bring you down type shit. You can't be at the wrong place at the wrong time type shit. None of this shit damage what you got going. So you got to most definitely be careful how you move. Or shit you say, all that shit count.
Nah, for sure. I love that. I mean, I was watching one of your other interviews and you said your pops was your best friend. I thought that was dope as fuck, man. Just kind of seeing that. Talk about that, man. Like, your dad, and I guess, obviously everybody's dad has an impact on them, but, y'all relationship.
Shit, that's my best friend. Like, it was at a point, like, once he seen me, like, I couldn't sit. I'm the type, I can't sit down. I gotta hit the door. I hit the door.
Right.
He'll be like, you need to be sitting down. I gotta hit the door, gonna make something happen. Like, once he seen me, like, I'm being the streets type shit. Like he ain't stopped me, get on my ass about it. Now he just like coat me into it and through the shit type shit. Like what not to do when you out here and shit. Learn from you hear me. Life lessons and shit.
No, for sure. That's
he taught me a lot of shit. I don't know why I'd be without my dad.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's so dope, man. Like being able to hear that, 'cause especially coming from the inner cities in the hood. Like a lot of people don't have their fathers, sort of present in their lives. But like when we talking about that, and like you said like he tell you how to maneuver through the street shit. Like when you kind of going through that, right? Obviously, I think no dad probably want their son to be a part of the street shit. But how you think that made it like what you was you being active like, or whatever?
With some people, when you out and you doing shit and you don't want your folks to find out, you hide it from them, so they find out the hard way. So with the thing my dad and my mom were doing, like, shit, if you gonna be doing this shit like smoking and shit, I ain't get to smoke with my dad until I was like 18, 19. But he didn't know I was smoking. I couldn't smoke when I was young. He used to get on my ass about the shit. But like, if you gonna be doing this shit, I'd rather be hearing me.
Doing it with me. Right. Nah, I love that. For sure. Talk about the, your family life. What was your family life kind of growing up like outside of your dad? Like,
shit, I was raised by my grandma till I was 14. I was raised by my grandma till I was 14. So it was just me, her, my granddad, my sister in the household together. Like South Memphis.
Yeah.
In the middle of South Memphis.
You feel like you was the man of the house at that point, huh? Like was it?
I was actually a young nigga then. Like I was just on some young nigga shit.
Yeah.
I ain't really get out until after she died. 14 type shit, 15 type shit.
Right. I mean, what was the point? Because obviously a lot of, all the street artists, you coming in the game and, niggas just really be fresh fresh out, like, you know what I'm saying? When you know, what was the point in your life where you was like committed to the rap, right? Like beyond just what's happening in the street, but like, yo, I'm really like putting this in this rap shit for real.
I'm like, people don't. I don't think people believe me when I say this shit. But Make a Play is my first fucking song. Like, I want to look. Like, I knew something was gonna happen. Like I'm finna get a little kick off in this shit, but I ain't expect this shit to move.
Like
fast.
this,
Man, that shit move fast as hell. This shit happened quick.
Nah, for sure. Real quick. I know you said it. You know, 2 songs in it. That was that. You feel like does that come with people? You know, come with hate, come with anger. Like people just seeing shit like that.
Everybody be. Man, Gucci sign in it bad. That's what a lot of motherfuckers saying.
Yeah.
Gucci sign in it.
All right. Now it's dope though, cause I feel like as far as you know the new So Icy boys, like you know Gucci really put on for you. Like he really you know has a lot of you know respect and trust for where you going. You ever feel like that pressure, like you know, cause it's a lot of y'all, the new age, the new crop. You ever feel that pressure to live up to like expectations?
See, that will come with sitting back and just being you and staying in your own lane. You worry about them, you ain't go never get to doing what you can do if you worry about what somebody else got going. Do your thing.
That's a
ain't
fact.
nobody stop you.
That's a fact. I like that. Talk to me about, you know, you Shiesty and Fujiano, man. Y'all throwing these songs out and going crazy. What's the chemistry like? You know, y'all three just in the studio creating.
The last song we did together was, I think it was 2. No, 2.
Yeah,
Pooh got on
three,
it.
so
Pooh got
boys.
on it at the video shoot. Me and Cud did it back in Memphis at his studio.
Yeah.
But Pooh got on it at the video shoot, and the third one we just did it separate, like sent it through.
Yeah. Man, I feel like y'all chemistry. I was like waiting on a mixtape, like something to kind of come from that. Obviously, like Fool got got caught up and jammed up. You know, when you see shit like that, you know, does that kind of make you move differently, or just kind of seeing your partners going through shit like that?
It's life, period. You always supposed to look at some people around you and you know look at their mistakes and learn from this shit. Yeah. It's just life, period. You'll be a dumbass if you don't.
Right.
You done seen the motherfucker get fucked off. You still gonna go track.
Nah,
it's retarded.
For sure. I mean, you know, I think you know one of the dopest parts to me about you, obviously, like the name, right? Like the whole story. You had the car crash. I know I saw one of the interviews you told the story. But I think it's dope because you embrace like the Big Scarr. What was that hard for you, or was that something you knew of rip? Like they said you had a scar on your face from an accident, and for anybody who doesn't know, and I guess that's where your name derived from.
Yeah. But I done been through so much, so like this shit right there be small. I ain't gonna lie, it be small.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
Cause it was like you embraced it though. Like I feel like certain niggas run away from shit like that.
What else can you do? Like, this shit here.
Right.
You gotta deal with it.
Nah, that's a fact. Like, well, when it happened, I mean, you know, cause like I said, I heard you, I guess, describe it, right? Like the impact, like you ain't remember certain things.
Yeah.
It was such a big accident. Like kind of moving from that, like, where was you at? Like, was you feeling like, damn, this wasn't, I wasn't gonna make it type shit? Like,
Nah. What you saying, like in life, or just like make it out the
like out of that situation?
Yeah, of course. Cause like I was like 16, 17 at the time, so I was on some juvenile type shit. So I would put my folks through shit.
Yeah.
You know, this shit just wild.
Yeah.
Niggas learn from this shit though. That was really why I'm the way I am. Cause I done learned from a lot of dumb shit I done did.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was dope. I mean, in another interview you did, you said, I think you said dropping out of school was one of the best things you did because you learned a lot of shit.
But what works for me don't work for you, so don't try this shit. Do not try
I like that
shit.
disclaimer. That's a good disclaimer.
I hate I said this
I like that disclaimer.
In the street that taught me a lot of life lessons, like that school or none of this shit would have taught me. They just teach you the book shit, but not how to, you hear me, survive out here, or not just survive and just dealing with different shit out here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what's the lessons, I guess, that you're able to sort of apply from the streets to, like, make it in the industry? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is there parallels between the two?
It does in certain types of way, like, we're dealing with people, like, and being around certain people.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you street,
you know what you're talking about. Yeah, for sure. Obviously, they say you and Pooh Shiesty related cousins.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Tell me about, growing up. What was that like? Y'all two.
I was staying in Magnolia. Cuz was staying up Parkway in Karen Creek. And we used to, you know, my mom and his mommy always be together. Me and him used to just come together on our own type shit. So I used to go to Hamilton Middle. He used to go to Hamilton Middle. Me, him, Lil Bobby, and him and shit. We was just thugging.
Yeah.
I used to always walk from Magnolia up there to the creek, or they'll come to the hood, to the gym or some shit.
Yeah. What was the vibe then though? Was it like, yo, we
some
gonna get?
shit.
Was it on some like, all right, we gonna get money doing what we do here? Or
We
was it
on
like, yo,
some
let's
young
do some
nigga
rap
shit,
shit? Like, what was the
back
vibe?
then, we was on some get like me shit, gambling, like flipping the dollar, coming up on the money and stuff. We was on some young nigga shit.
Right.
Yeah.
When did y'all evolve? Did y'all kind of evolve from young niggas to, you know, we stepping into our teenage years together, or was it kind of
Nah,
separate?
like it's separated for sure. You know, motherfuckers get to doing their own shit for sure.
Yeah.
But we all come back to each other and shit.
Nah, for sure. Being that y'all both popping in rap right now, is this something that you feel like, you know, you would have saw, you could have foreseen it like that, or?
I mean, shit. For sure, cause it's my cousin, damn, I'm happy as a motherfucker for him. So yeah, shit.
Thanksgiving lit, huh?
Christmas, all this shit.
Yeah, right. No, for sure. Like I said, man, I like this tape, man. I like a lot of what you've been doing. As you continue to elevate, like, what do you think kind of the next level of growth for Big Scarr looks like? How do you, because you've been going like this, how you continue to do that?
I just be chilling, I just be cool, I just sit back and let shit come. That's how all my blessings come to me.
Yeah.
I don't rush shit.
Yeah.
So, like, I ain't gonna never put nothing, or, like, I don't like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I don't like waiting on nothing. So I ain't gonna put it in front of me, have me waiting on this shit, and it don't happen.
Right.
So I don't like being disappointed about shit, so I just sit back.
Yeah, and just kind of let it
this
play
shit
out.
come.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I mean, lastly, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you got a flight to catch, but I know every time, you know, when I talk to guys like yourself and you know, guys that's hot in the streets and shit, like I always want to make sure, because I feel like it's always like when you talking street shit, it's stuff that come with it. You know what I mean? Like
sure.
it's
Damn
dope
right.
to hear. You know what I mean? It's dope for us fans and
sure.
everybody to hear. But as the artist and as the person, when you talk like that, it's shit that come with it. How do you know what I'm saying, like, as somebody who's creating that, you know, what's your mind frame and like how you deal with whatever comes with the life part of that?
Well, shit, I already done did this, so like, this old with this, like,
right.
I got my strike.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I ain't the one that just talking about it, I ain't never did. I'm the one that actually did or talking about it.
Right.
So,
Right.
motherfucker that know, you know.
Do you feel that's a fact? Do you feel like with the younger generation, like the young niggas coming up, like, is this shit that we could, you know, as older guys that been through it, that you could do to really
sure.
tell them, like that they could get it?
That's me, like, just with my little brother and them anyway, like, I don't want them doing, like, anything, the bullshit that I was doing, so I try to steer them away. Like, not like, you ain't gotta be no street nigga, that don't mean you a bitch, cause you ain't no street
That's a
nigga or
fact.
none of this shit, bro. Like, do some good shit, like, I'm trying to have some shit going for the next generation of my
Right.
family, like, leave some generation shit.
Right.
This street shit, this where we come from, this where everybody come from. You don't want to keep this shit going.
Absolutely, man. I love that, man. Man, so what's next? Tell me, like I said, I know you just dropped Big Grim Reaper, so I don't want to get too far ahead. But what's the rest of your year looking like?
Just know we going up. Going the fuck up.
Yeah, I like that, my man. Big
No
Scarr, I
cap.
appreciate you pulling
Appreciate
up, my
y'all,
dog. Man, dope episode of Cigar Talk. We out of here.
Let's go.